Hello again, YouTube. This is Truth Man giving you the truth. Giving you the truth. The truth. This is the Isaiah 4:1 series. I ain't did it in a couple days, so I feel like I need to do one. Isaiah 4:1 says, in that day, 7 women will take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes, only let us be called by your name. Take away our disgrace. What is the disgrace? The disgrace is women who run good men off. The disgrace is women who got broke off. Now your stuff, your insides is all loose, and you lying, saying he's insecure. Saying, don't you trust me? When his gut is telling him that you got broke off. All that's the disgrace. All of that's gonna lead to guys being extremely picky with women, and it's going to lead to women being extremely desperate in these days to come. Where you know how they say, well, I got to be the only one, like I'm not going to share no man. That's unbiblical. What makes you better than the biblical women? Where you don't have to share a man. And if y'all dudes agree to that, then agree to it. Don't be no hypocrite. If you gonna be faithful, if you gonna have one woman, have one woman. But Isaiah 4:1 is coming to pass. Like, you gotta realize the scriptures are, in a lot of cases, they symbolic. Some are literal, some are both, and some are historical. History repeats itself very often. Very often. And that's why I say Isaiah 4:1 is coming to pass. This one is entitled, How Should Marriage Be? How marriage should be. And I'm asking you the question, but I'm telling you the answer. You have your standard of marriage. The Bible has its standard of marriage. I often mention Solomon. Solomon had the resources, the time or whatever, to have 700 wives, 300 concubines. But unfortunately, it led his heart away from the Most High. In which, nowadays, you have a lot of guys that's not serving God because they believe that they got to do things way A, way B in regards to women. Listen, man, you can have multiple wives. If you can handle them emotionally, you can handle them physically, financially, you can have multiple wives. You can. And if your mind is right, you probably should. Because see, what happens when you have one is not all, but most of them are going to make their way towards this thing called manipulation. Most of them are going to do less and less to please you and be more and more demanding because you decided to hone in on them. When I know women that were more forgiving towards their man when he had multiple women. Like, every time I ever can think of that I got caught, quote unquote, cheating, I always got forgiven. I remember one particular girl, I got so tired of her, I just started calling other girls with her on the phone and clicking her in. She still didn't leave me alone. But watch this though, watch this. She might as well had her, because what she did was, the whole time I didn't know she had a dude in jail. And she was just basically waiting for him to get out. Now what was crazy is after he got out, I don't know what he did, she came looking for me one day. So I think it's because deep down inside of them, you always want her to know and understand that you got other options in regards to women. Because the minute she stopped thinking so, she gonna create her double standard. That's one thing they do. She's gonna become more argumentative. She's gonna be more likely to give you the silent treatment for hours, sometimes some women days, because she's all that you have. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. And this, I just sit and think about stuff sometimes. One way I know that women don't know what they want, I guarantee you, I could go back to exes that have caught me cheating in the past. I know I can. You ever seen that ex, and everybody got him, that the closest she came to getting married was with you? Now, when she deals with other guys, what do you think that's, how you think that's gonna make her feel? Let's say you rocked her and socked her more than those other guys, and you, she came close. Dude just ran a red light. He's dumb. But back to the subject, these guys feminine, we both know it. Don't get mad at me, YouTube. These guys, they're not all masculine. What he just did was purely emotional and dumb. And he could have killed us both. But see, this goes hand in hand with what I'm talking about. Why would you trust a person, one person with your life? You shouldn't be trusting nobody with your life but you and the Most High. You shouldn't. If you trust somebody that much, you trust them too much. This guy going like 80 miles an hour, runs a red light, clearly red. But we supposed to look at him as being masculine. Listen. This is one reason why these women be acting masculine. Like, you can't just blame them 100%. Some of these guys are just too feminine. They wear tight jeans and everything. Tight jeans, skin tight jeans, that's for women. That's for women showcasing. Now, if that's what you want to do, man, go ahead. I ain't gonna do it though. I might have some jeans that are a little more form-fit. But these are some of the reasons. It's a whole lot of pookies in the world that's leading these women. And then think about it like this. Say a guy is a pookie and he ain't got nowhere to go, right? He ain't got nowhere to go. More than likely, he gonna put up with whatever she put up. And he gonna try to compensate not bringing nothing to the table with sex, because that's all he got. I mean, that's all his energy. It ain't like he working some of them. So when you have this, and then the woman get tired of him, she done finally kicked him out. Then she ends up with another one because she likes bad boys. At least she thinks she knows what a bad boy is. What's a bad boy? A dude who don't work to try to hustle people, lie and steal? That might be part of it, but I mean, come on now. So, people don't be knowing what marriage is supposed to be. So, this is where I come in. I'm gonna help you. For a guy, you're supposed to provide and protect. If something happens where you can't provide, your wife is to submissively assist wherever she's needed. But you are to provide and protect the house. You shouldn't be hiding like her. You know, you should be, if you gotta lift weights, if you gotta go shoot gun, you gotta go find somebody illegally selling this or that, you should be protecting your household. You got to be the final decision. Only you should be able to veto decisions in a marriage. Not your wife. That's not her job. But you. Therefore, you had to know something. You had to have wisdom. What's best for the family? If it's best for you to go the business route, and she wants you to go the job route, which route you gonna take? I mean, that's just comes down to just understanding your roles. I talked a little bit about somebody I know who her husband wanted to move. She didn't want to move. She thought that he was supposed to follow her lead. No, you were supposed to follow it. She basically messed her relationship up with that. From what was said, they began to fight after that. More so than they did before that. And the dude, she already had another kid by somebody else. He took him in as his own kid, everything. He had kids with her too. But it's like she wasn't following his lead. When you don't follow the man's lead, you are messing your relationship up. And when you don't lead, you are messing your relationship up. Now, if you lead and she chooses not to follow, she's messing the relationship up. Y'all see what I'm saying? We finna teach you about marriage real quick. Now, for a woman, you are to 100% submit to your man. And you are to be silent. You shouldn't be arguing all the time. If you think something but you don't know for sure, you go his way. That's what you're supposed to do. And if y'all get to sinking, then y'all supposed to throw each other a life jacket. Y'all supposed to save each other. So, in terms of other men, you are to be married to him or be unmarried. If he dies, then you can remarry. If he doesn't, and you don't want to be with him no more, you're supposed to stay by yourself. Because any guy that gets with you is committing adultery. And the Bible says adulterers, whoremongers, and adulterers, God will judge. We're going to talk about what a whoremonger is tomorrow. A guy can have multiple wives. The requirements are that you treat them both or all fairly and equal, and you don't do more for one than the other. That's how it's supposed to be. And you want to have the resources. Now, here's my opinion. If you marry an older woman that's past childbearing years, y'all both should be working. Unless you just filthy rich and you say, you know what, you don't have to work. But if you average or you not rich, y'all both should be working, putting y'all money together. So if you marry, let's say you 48 and you marry two 43-year-old women, and they got kids that's not yours, you stupid for marrying them. Or if they don't have kids, then guess what? All three of y'all should be working. But anyway, I'm going to close with that. We're going to pick up on this tomorrow. Just the truth, man. Channel is No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Thanks for watching.